Uploading.
The success of this operation will lead us to victory. Descendant. Using the Ancestors' data, the Guide claims to have discovered a zone where an Ironheart has been excavated. After undergoing emergency restoration protocols at that location, the Guide should be able to track the Ironheart. The problem is, the Ironheart excavation site is near a Vulgus munitions factory. It's a weapons production site where cyborg Vulgus, the Legion of Immortality, are manufactured. Sharon and the Colon Special Forces along with Jeremy have been deployed there as the front line, and a bridgehead has been secured. I've assigned you to this operation as well. Sharon has exceptional infiltration skills, but I need someone who can lead the battle. Your mission is to infiltrate the Ironheart excavation site and restore the Guide's system. I still have my doubts about the Guide. Even for this operation, I'm sending you into the Lion's Den on the strength of her words. But after witnessing the Intercept battle, I've made up my mind. We must find the Ironheart and close the dimensional wall as soon as possible. Failure to do so would leave the remnants of humankind to be trampled by the Colossi, even if we win the war against the Vulgus. So, I have decided to put my trust in the strategic value of the Guide. For now. Descendant, I leave this operation in your hands. The fate of humanity rests on your shoulders.
Can break as well. I know all of this. What I can't understand is why the materials I need for these repairs haven't arrived. Do I need to pay a visit to the supply unit? They clearly have no respect for me. And what is it with these quantities? Why are they sending us so little? Don't they know how many supplies are needed for their operations? I'm fed up with this. I know filing a complaint with the supply unit won't do any good. They're just doing what they're told. It's HQ that's the real problem. I'll go file a complaint directly. The Alpha, whoever. If I was 10 years younger, I would have barged right in and given him a piece of my mind. I'll be an adult and refrain. Let's see, where did I put that request sheet?
Welcome to the Modules Lab.
You're here. Welcome to the Vulgus Munitions Factory. You've made quite the impression at Kingston. So much so, I was tempted to recruit you for Colon. But then again, the enemy isn't exactly a pushover. However, now that we have the Guide as a strategic asset, I'm sure the trajectory of this war will change drastically. Shall we get started? Based on the coordinates provided by the Guide, the Ironheart excavation site is near the enemy's industrial zone. Unfortunately, the exact location needs to be confirmed in person. The coordinates are based on data from the time of the ancestors, and there's a high probability that the topography today will look a little different. I'll do recon around the industrial zone. While I'm doing that, your mission is to create a diversion to draw the enemy's eyes away from me. Even though I have active camouflage, things will be much easier if you can hold the enemy's attention. I'll tell Jeremy to stay behind and provide operational support. Jeremy seems to be unable to link with the Guide, so he won't be much use in finding the excavation site. He'll be better deployed using his arcade teleportation abilities as support for your diversion operation. Let's get moving. We need to restore the Guide system as soon as possible.
What, me? Support? For crying out loud. Get to the point. Guide! That's all everybody talks about these days. Since when did the higher-ups at Albion conduct operations based on the word of a spirit? Not to mention, excluding an excellent descendant like myself from this operation, everything's clearly going very well. Hey, you think it's funny I can't link with the Guide? Alright then. Let's consider which descendants aren't able to link with the Guide right now. Let's see. It's only me and Alpha, yes? Looks to me like the commander of Albion and the strongest descendant are the only ones who are still sane. If I were you, I'd think carefully about why you've been designated as a bait, and I'm going to do things my way. Don't even think about tagging along. Huh. Do you really think you can even attempt to follow me? With my arcade abilities?
You've been ambushed. Or did you let it happen? As a feint, it worked well. But you mustn't let your guard down. Those Vulgus cyborgs have had quite a few upgrades recently. You may suddenly encounter powerful units that aren't in our database. Occupied territory. There's no end to them.
High-level Vulgus closing in. We confirmed it's a new Kuiper-enhanced variant.
It's built from the same material as the one we're after. Make a note in the operations log. Send repeat.
Come on.
Thanks to the enemy being drawn your way, infiltration is going smoothly. Good job.
Reload.
Multiple focus are closing in on the trend. There is a high probability that the zone communications. Continue to engage them and stall for time as long as possible. Our reception will be exposed if we lose the transmitter. Protect the trend. High-level focus closing in. Likely lured by our communications inertia.
agree? You're obviously new here, but trust me, a glass of beer is the best reward after a hard day's work. The best. What? Why do I love beer? You definitely need my help. Come on, we're done for the day. Time to go. Where? The brown beard, of course. It's fine. I was drinking and sneaking out at your age. You don't believe me? Come on, I'll show you. First round is on me. And to make it even better, Blair will be showing off his magic hands. You really have no idea, do you? Blair's gonna be showing off his cooking skills with the brown beer. You get it now? What? You've never tried Blair's food? Oh, wow. Today is definitely your day. My treat. Just follow me. No, I refuse your refusal. We're gonna try everything.
What a disaster.
proceed at the highest level of security. Terminate the Descendant on site. Terminate. Terminate.
This cyborg Vulgus, Edelec, is a commando-level model specializing in defense missions. It's armed with arcade tracking functions. And it seems the Vulgus already know about the Arnhart excavation site. I was told that the Ancestors' data was tightly guarded at Kingston. If the Vulgus have gained access to it, however, then this rigorous level of security makes sense. For the moment, Sharon has requested an attack on the repository's core facility to lure the Vulgus commander. Once the Vulgus have vacated the factory, she intends to try and infiltrate it again. Descendant, you and Jeremy are to launch an attack on the repository.
Are you sure this guide can be trusted?
Descendant, I am at a loss for words. The Ancestors' data that the Vulgus obtained in Kingston was formatted in such a way that it could not be fully viewed until all of the data packets were combined. The Vulgus managed to transmit around 90% of the data. Defeating their commander prevented them from transmitting the remaining 10%. But they were able to reconstruct the missing 10% themselves and read all of the data. How was that possible? I need to analyze this. Descendant, you need to continue your search for the Arnhart excavation site. If the Vulgus enter it first, they may destroy the entire site after they find what they want. We must hurry.
How pathetic. A full operation for such a minor target? Guess the Colon Special Forces aren't that special after all. I've sent you a more appropriate mark, so you can show me what you can really do with those highfalutin skills of yours. Get it together, come on!
Tactical aim achieved. Mission accomplished, Descendant. High-value target confirmed. Facility? Vulgus Kuiper Refinery. Descendant, the Kuiper Refinery is a vital resource facility for Vulgus. However, it is heavily armored. Total destruction is unfeasible. Use the enemy's fuses to disable the generator. That will bring the refinery to a halt. Vulgus carrying fuse parts identified. Wait, our surveillance equipment is picking up enemy comm signals.
Arcade tracking matrix operational. Descendant detected in the area of the Kuiper refinery. Guardian unit power. Highly suitable for facility defense combat. Deployment ready.
Looks like they're just sending one of their own enemies. I was hoping the commander would show up. Descendant, a high-level Vulgus is heading toward the refinery. It's likely to be Charon.
Shake off their tracking. I'm scouting for intel around the factory. I've relayed the coordinates of the temporary outpost, requesting all units to regroup at the designated location. Officially beginning infiltration. It'll be fine for a while, all right? I'm alive, thanks to you. And you even found time to attack the Vulgus Kuiper facility. I've really gotta hand it to you. Oh yeah, how did I manage to get the slip on Ederlich? He retreated as soon as the battle at the mining site was over and headed toward a facility. It looked like he'd planned to do so from the beginning. I wondered what he was up to, but he actually did us a favor in the end. I think the Ironheart excavation site is underneath that facility. A pretty hastily built structure? Check. Multiple security devices guarding the entrance? Check. Commander-level Vulgus disappearing inside? You can see how it all adds up, right? I need to assign missions to all operatives to shut down the facility's multiple security devices. It'll require specific procedures, but I've had experience in dismantling many of these types of devices. Let's move. We need to get in there before the Vulgus can do anything to the excavation site.
I have to admit, not even my arcade can penetrate the quantum barrier of these security devices. Those rust buckets have put some...
Huh? I just got here. What's going on? Kingston's being invaded?
You're here, buddy. Good. Kingston's entire network has been knocked out by the Vulgus attack.
What? How are they going to communicate? You guys can't use these seeds.
We can manage short-distance communications, but not long-distance. We need the emergency communicator back online.
Ah, that's why HQ has been so quiet. I'll check on the other outposts. Where am I going?
Go to the base near the theater ruins.
You got it. Headed there now.
Johnson, I know you're trying to use the weather as an excuse to skip the evening shift again. If you need an excuse to do anything, it should be to practice your spearmanship. This may be our home territory, but our neighbors are definitely up to something.
Come on, Graham, we don't have anything valuable here, and our great knights will be able to hold anyone off. I think there's something you should be more worried about. Look at the sky. Does it look strange to you?
Wait until you're my age. My eyes don't work as well as they used to. You're right, though. The sky does look different somehow. But if this is one of your tricks to try and take the day off, Johnson, I'm going to report it.
It's not, I promise. Look over there. Is that a person?
Person? Are you sure? I can't see it clearly. What was that? A cannon? Johnson, you heard that too, didn't you?
Graham, did you see that? Their spear just spat fire!
This is no time to make jokes. Enemies, we're under attack.
It's a demon! Run, Graham, run!
Johnson! You need to go report to the captain. Quickly.
Graham! Graham! No! Wake up!
Thankfully, since they damaged the network infrastructure, transmission speeds have been extremely slow. That came back to bite them.
Survived. When Graham fell, I gave up and ran. Thanks to that, I survived. The sight of the burning city remains a horrible and miserable memory. I don't know what happened to the people who escaped the city and scattered. I ran away, despite hearing the screams. I ran and ran until I couldn't hear them. After a few days, I finally met a group of survivors. They fled from further north of the city. They told me to head south, to the mountains. They'd heard there was someone who was rallying survivors. I was hungry. When I thought about it, I hadn't had a proper meal in days. Fortunately, the group had some provisions. They shared their food without hesitation. As I wolfed it down, I felt tears welling up in my eyes. I don't know why exactly. Maybe it was relief at having survived, or from the shock of seeing the city on fire, pity for Graham. Whatever it was, I couldn't stop the tears coming. So I joined the group of survivors. And I hoped our march for survival wouldn't be for nothing.
Just get to the point. Bunny, I've been expecting you. I have something I need to discuss, if you wouldn't mind waiting a moment. I have to finish my discussion with Nell first. There are some loose ends regarding our operations that we need to tie up. It won't take long. Please, make yourself comfortable.
You're back.
I've reviewed the most recent battle report. What was it like coming face to face with Corell?
I mean, I barely made it out alive.
He may not have shown it, but he was worried about you. Alpha?
I was. And I want you to take it easy for a while. Try a different mission. Have a look at this.
What are these?
We discovered them when we were going through records of past operations. These ones seem to involve your parents, so I'm hoping you'll look into them.
Records about my parents? Grandma, when are Mom and Dad coming back? Mom said she'd bring me a birthday present. She hates me, doesn't she? Is that why she left me? And Dad? Grandma? I don't want you to leave me too. I can't even remember what my parents looked like. When I think about my childhood, I only remember being with my grandmother. Why are you giving me this now? I'm fine. I'm fully recovered. I'd like to be assigned to a different operation.
Bunny, this is an order.
Ugh.
It won't be easy to find and restore these records. I've assigned you this because you're the best person for the job, and I expect you to do your best.
All right. I guess I'll do it.
Good. Don't forget I'll need progress reports. And you can ask Nell if you need anything.
Fine. Leave it to me.
What a relief. Do you think we'll ever see the day when the Vulgus are completely eradicated from Ingress? missed my family a lot when I was with the Dispatch Corps. You have no idea how happy I am to be in Albion.
Game over.